Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Dr. Sarah Watson. I'm the principal of Oxford International College. We're a school, we're based right in the centre of Oxford, amongst the beautiful Oxford University buildings. And I always say we're not a school for every student. We're a school for a very specific type of student. And they are students who are very ambitious, who are maybe quite clear on the area they want to study in when it comes to university, and they're looking for numerous excellent options for when they leave school. So we're really specialised in university preparation, because we know that unfortunately in the UK it's much harder for international students to get top university places than it is for British students, because there are quotas, especially around medicine, around dentistry, that are set by the government. So for example, this year there are over 8,000 places for medicine in the UK, but just 456 for international students. And it's more difficult when it comes to Oxford and Cambridge. So if you're an international student to do medicine in Oxford, you have just 14 places available to you. So we know that we need to do things differently than schools which have a majority of British students for our international students. And a lot of that is around building a portfolio that's bespoke for every student so that they can meet their goals. We don't only focus on UK universities, although that is the majority of what students want often, but we are seeing the pattern change with students applying to universities outside of the UK. The US is still very, very popular for our students, and in fact this year we have a student going to Ivy League for medicine, New York University, and so we have students have their UK offers but also multiple international offers as well. So that's really our focus. Our vision is to create world pioneers, so people who are going to go on to create big opportunities for humanity and solve humanity's greatest challenges. And we focus that around the sciences, and I'll talk a little bit more about what those sciences mean. And we do it through three ways. Firstly is expert teaching, teachers who are very focused on international students, specifically high-performing students at this stage in their journey. We also do a lot of research with organisations and industry as well to provide students opportunities for internal internships with university at that level. And of course, we live in the middle of Oxford, surrounded by Oxford University, and we pay full attention and take the opportunities to visit Oxford Lecture Series, for example, Literary Festival, and we take all of those opportunities as well. So we always start off with the results because it's what people are very interested in and parents are interested in. But I like to say this is probably the most boring thing about OIC, because we know that grades don't only get you so far when it comes to top university choices. Our grades consistently over the past 5 years, 85% A star to A in A level. And really it's important when you're choosing a school to drill down into the details. So how many people are doing mathematics and further mathematics, and what are the results? At OIC, almost every student does A-level mathematics because it's important for their pathway. And about 50% of those do further mathematics as well. And so from those very large numbers of students, we are up to 85% A-star to A in mathematics, with 50% of those just A-star and over 95% A-star to B. So the results they're great, and it's what students need. But we know that if you're applying to a top tier university for a top subject, everybody will have A stars and A's, everybody who's applying. So you need to have something that is above and beyond this, and that is our speciality, really. In terms of Korean students, our Korean students represent about 8% of our population. We have 16 students at the moment from Korea. It's a really nice mix, enables them to have a sense of home and to speak Korean and to celebrate things Korean when they need, but also to have that breadth to mix with other students from other countries and develop that very important network for when you leave school. You will know professionals from around the world, and that's very important. For 26-27, so for September start, we slight increase to 8% from 7.5%. And the key areas that those Korean students are going on to study are the clinical and life sciences, so medicine, dentistry, pharmacology, biology, chemistry, strict subjects, mathematics and physics. So of our Korean students so far this year, we are up to 26 offers with still many more to come in. We are halfway through the cycle there. So yes, 26 offers, 17 of the top tier universities and over 15 different courses just for Korean students this year. And these are some of the universities that they have offers from this year. Just the Korean students, of course. There are many, many more. So what do we look for when we are looking for OIC students? I say that not every student suits OIC, and it's important to make sure that you're making the right choice for your child. So we look for students who are exceptional. Doesn't mean that they always get top marks in every test. It means their mindset is exceptional. So when they meet a challenge, they want to overcome it. We had one Korean student at the weekend on a hike as part of an expedition. They had blisters on their feet and they phoned their dad and said, I want to quit, so I really want to quit. And their dad said, no, keep going. And they finished it and they were so proud of themselves. So this is the mindset. We know we have all failed. Everybody in this room and our home has failed. And if you stop there, that's when you really fail. So we want students to push through this and we help them with that. We want them to be pioneering. I'll talk briefly about our OIC Fusion program, which allows students to join university level research with postdoctoral researchers and professors to create new things from the knowledge that they learn and to be at the forefront of science and what comes next. We want them to be tenacious, so to get through challenging times, to be resilient, but importantly, we need them to be compassionate. They will be making decisions on behalf of large groups of the population when they qualify in their chosen field, and we need them to do that with a mindset that is compassionate and understands different groups of people. So at OIC, I say we do 4 pathways. So we focus on students who want to go into Pathway 1, Clinical and Life Sciences. This is our most popular pathway. It's for students who typically want to do medicine, dentistry, pharmaceuticals, biochemistry, biotechnologies. Our second pathway is Physical and Applied Sciences, and this is typically for students who want to go on to do engineering or quantum physics or straight physics, that type of area. Pathway 3 is Social and Commerce Sciences. So for students who want to do economics, is very, very popular at university at OIC, or law maybe, or history or philosophy, that area. And Pathway 4 is our newest option. It's Computational and Data Sciences. We are seeing this as a very increasing pathway at the moment, and had several students go on to do a degree in AI last year in the US with a huge scholarship, actually, $400,000 US, and we've repeated that this year for one of our students as well. So 4 different programs that we offer for students. So this year so far, since October, we've achieved over 500 offers from universities, which we're really, really pleased with. As I say, clinical sciences is our most popular, so 206 offers there, 79 offers for physical and applied, 85% of those from the top tier Russell Group, 95 offers from the social and commerce sciences, and 72 from the computational and data. The smallest group, but growing at the moment in popularity. So from our clinical and life sciences offers from this year, you can see the variety of offers. So for pure medicine, over 40 offers. For applied medicine, 16, biomedicine, 50, pharmacy, 5, and dentistry, 10. This is really quite impressive because this year in the UK, the government sets only 76 places for international students to study medicine in the UK. So we're really happy with that figure there. For physical and applied sciences, we can see here our students typically look at mechanical engineering. We have a partnership with MIT in the US, and our students go over there in the summer term, and that has really helped drive this process here. Social and commerce sciences, economics is the most popular at OIC, and LSE is really the most popular destination for our students there. But we do have someone who's very focused on law and is studying politics, philosophy and economics at Oxford, and over 10 offers for that course as well. And then finally, computational and data sciences across many different areas there and different universities. So prestigious offers, so the quality mark of the top 100 universities worldwide, 338 offers, almost the same for Russell Group universities, the G5, 39, UCL, very popular, University College London with over 70 offers, and the same for King's College London. And this is just this year. We are still waiting for many offers to come in as well. And then I mentioned for offers around the world. So from Dublin to Sydney in Australia, we have over 70 offers from outside the UK just this year, 10 different countries across 32 different universities globally. I mentioned about the quality of our teachers. They are not just good teachers, they have a really strong background themselves. So Dr. Mona Chowdhury is our head of year 13 and she continues to publish in journals, as is Dr. Robert Jeffries, head of year 11 and 12. Again, continues that his own practice in biological sciences. So we have great teachers. One of the things to mention about OIC that's a little bit unique, students are not sure at first, but they grow to really love it. Honestly, they do. We have Saturday morning examinations. They're called skits. They're not every Saturday, they're every 2 to 3 weeks, but it means that students can get feedback very quickly instead of waiting for a mock examination. They get regular feedback, and if there's something wrong or they don't understand something, which is very normal, they will go to a clinic in the same week to get one-to-one support to solve the issue and then move on. So we do little and often. Of course, we do have mock exams as well, but these help give students practice of key examination techniques, timing, skills, environment, and students get used to them and they actually say they like them through the student voice. And for next academic year, we are introducing a new very key person at school. This is Dr. Kirsten Dickers. She is going to be our new Director of University Pathways, and she is going to lead a full team of pathway advisors. Dr. Kirsten was in admissions at Cambridge University, so she's got a really strong background in understanding what it takes and what universities are looking for, and she's very experienced and proficient, having gone to Oxford and Cambridge University herself. So we're very excited to have Dr. Kirsten join us for September and to lead the team there. We have, of course, you do your A-level subjects, which everybody will do. But aside from that, we need to build your portfolio. And this has given your children the opportunity to apply their knowledge in a variety of contexts. And this is all built within the timetable. It's so important to us. So this is not always after school or weekends. Some of it happens then, but this is in the timetable day. So if students are on Pathway 1, they may join the MEDEX Future Doctors Programme. This will give them medical ethics training, which of course, you'll know as a doctor is very important, especially in the interview process at the moment. We will help them to arrange work shadowing within the National Health Service, for example. They'll have some experience with surgical skills, especially with our trip to Liverpool University for the week, a full programme for biograd students there during the October. And they may have AI for medicine programmes as well, again, all built into their timetable. For students on Pathway 2, they will join robotics, design thinking programs, face real world challenges with our MIT link, maybe join rocketry, etc., etc. All of our students are automatically put in for Olympiads, international Olympiads, and we have great successes in those, but they're important. Pathway 4, students will get extra lessons in things like Python and logic, data science, algorithms, digital intelligence, machine learning, etc., etc. And for Pathway 3, their extra programs will include things like statistics in action, how to forecast, quantitative thinking, behavioural economics, whatever is appropriate. The idea is that you build a full portfolio of experiences, so when you apply to university, you're not only applying with grades, you're applying with more than that. This is our MIT lead, Jan. Jan has been to Oxford University himself. He's published over 18 scientific journal articles there, and he's dedicated to both mathematics and physics. He goes out with the students in Term 3 to MIT as part of the MIT programme that we run in the school. Just a quick update for this summer, all of our laboratories will be refurbished to MIT standards in partnership with MIT. We're really excited about this, about £500,000 worth of investment going into the labs this year. And this is just a photo type of what our laboratory system will look like in the basement. And I mentioned Olympiads, so particularly our Korean students do very, very well in our Olympiads. So our Korean students achieved UK Chemistry Olympiad Gold this year, 8.5% of the top of the UK performers from OIC, and they were Korean this year. Again, British Olympiad Bronze and Gold won, and the same in mathematics as well. So really impressive results. We also have partnerships with UNICEF. Especially when students want to go into the clinical sciences, it's really helpful for them to showcase the skills outside of just the technical skills and to look at making decisions on behalf of different groups of people. So we work with UNICEF in partnership, and our students go out to Houston, Texas as part of the UNICEF trip. We have 2 students going out there this year, and again, a great thing to add to their portfolio. And I really wanted to mention OIC Fusion. It is a program that's only available at OIC. It is funded by the UK Government Centre for Innovation and Research, so there is no extra charge for students to join this program. It's a chance for students to apply to live research that's happening at university level, to join one of those research programs along with the university students. We work with many universities, UCL, Oxford, Fabrics. We work with organisations such as the American Institute for Engineers, many different projects. There are 17 projects at the moment, and there are over 40 students as part of those projects. What it means is it leads to students having their names on journal articles to do with research if they're part of that team. The projects last between 3 to 9 months, depending on what the project is about. But students, they apply for the project, they have an interview with the university professor. If they are accepted, then they work on that alongside their A-level studies. So it is a commitment, but it's so impressive. And we have students go to particularly US universities from this program without having A-level results requested. It's quite amazing. Just to give you a sense of the level of these research projects, some of them are way beyond my understanding because they're not in my area of expertise, but this is a particularly popular one. This is to do with 3D printing of medication and using AI to do the coding for that 3D printing within the pharmaceutical industry. So it's this level. This one is with UCL and Fabrics. It's about 6 to 8 month project, and really advisable for students looking at pharmaceuticals, chemistry or artificial intelligence. And again, as part of that, students would have training in Python to be able to join that project. But there are many different projects happening. And here are 3 examples of students who've published their research as part of this. I can send these links if that would be helpful, but these are things that they've done. One in economics here, and a few in psychology as well have been really popular, but they are the published articles with our students' name on. And we also want to make sure that students don't, that they don't waste time over the holidays, but they also have some downtime. So at no extra charge, students during the half-term breaks can join our OIC Amplify program. These are full programs where students get to mix with industry leaders, special guests, speakers, go out and visit different places around the UK. And this is included in the fees, as I say, exactly the same. So students can stay in boarding during the October, February and May half terms and can engage in these programs within the fee structure there. And again, whichever pathway they're on, they have a specific pathway for OIC Amplify. It's really important that we look after students, not only their academics, but their well-being, but also that they understand that they're on a journey and there's someone to help them with that journey. So all students are given their own strategy tutor who they'll meet with in the morning, but also they'll have an in-depth conversation within their timetable every week as well. And this person will guide them towards what's happening for them at the moment in their academics or in life in general. What are they looking forward to? How are they planning? So that person is very, very important. We are in a central Oxford location. This is not our school, I wish it was. It's the university, but we are very, very close, just behind where you can see that blue spire. We're just beyond there, just further there. But it just shows that we are right in the middle. So students who want to go and explore the city, take advantage of things within the city, that it's right on their doorstep. And it's a nice transition from a child at school to a university-ready student. So we give them increasingly more independence as they go throughout their journey with us, but we are very, very close to all the action there. And our accommodation is excellent. I make a real point of having exceptional accommodation. These are students who need to focus, study, have lots of sleep, have rest time and social time as well. So every student in our school has university level accommodation. Of course, all safeguarded within a gated community. But we have 2 buildings, both within either a 5 or 7 minute walk of the school building itself. Alice House have premium studios, so students in this building will have a studio apartment each, complete with kitchenette, ensuite bathroom, double bedroom, and students in Wavy Gate have an extra large room, but again with ensuite bathroom and a shared kitchen between every 5 students. So it's up to students which one they want to choose, and both are open to students. The studio apartments have a supplementary fee for the year. It's quite a small fee. But nobody shares a room, there are no dormitories, it's individual rooms for everybody. Of course, all food is included and is made fresh for students, but if they want extra snacks, they have their own little kitchens as well. We have a really strong pastoral team, especially around boarding, and I've won some recent safeguarding awards for this as well. We have great leadership, and we also have 3 National Health Service nurses who we employ, who are on campus and students can access whenever they need support and help. And of course, we do all of the fun extracurricular activities as well. This is one of our boarding houses. You can see students like to play basketball there. But we make use of the facilities around Oxford. We don't have our own running track or playing fields because we're in the centre, but we use Oxford University facilities. So all of our students have their own membership to Oxford University Gym. They can go there with their friends. But in terms of more formal activities, we use their basketball courts, running track, football pitches, all very close by. So that's how we use the facilities. We have a basketball team and a football team. We compete in the local leagues within Oxfordshire. We don't do very well because our students are very focused on other things, but it's a really nice thing for them to participate in. And we have students who play tennis, badminton. We have a run club as well in the evenings and at the weekend. We have a dance club. We have an orchestra. We have a choir. Lots of things for students to get involved in. There's lots more I could tell you, but I think it might be useful to hear questions from yourselves to really understand what you would like to learn about OIC. Yes, thank you for your time.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.